Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
If you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State, it's amazing. In a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Oh, you better stay ahead of the chains.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. has to adjust the pattern. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and they'll move the chains with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To throw, it's Underwood. Fires left. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's down to 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's McCulley. And it's on the ground. Defense picks it up. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going right to work up top. Zagged out of the air.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Uncorks it. Fires it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48, an explosive play gets this offense working. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. drive. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Find some fresh air. He's run out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. One more step coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right down the middle. It's caught.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical bend.
They'll leave it with him. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Dropping back. It's Underwood. Get it out on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip them in there to try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
He's got it, first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hester. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt.
think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Zings it complete to the right. The Buckeyes will keep this drive going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Hester. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
The Wolverines are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
How about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Horton. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Horton. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Simpson. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown time. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here's the return. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Penn State! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give is to Miller. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield with his physical style of running.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making side adjustments here. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Bringing it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
They'll run it on first and goal. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, and after that running play, this is now a critical third down here for the offense. You just got an interception. You've got to pay this thing off. You've got to find a way to cap this drive off and score some points. So this third down right here is immaculate.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Makes a move. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Simpson. He's got his man across the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Alabama pushing the tempo. looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Allard. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Dances away to buy time. Rolling on the run. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. Running through contact. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He's going to let it go. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. See how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Allard. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going to the run to start this second half. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Under fire. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge third down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's That's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Back to throw, it's Allard. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. The give on the option. Powers through the defender. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The Nittany Lions will hustle with the line. He'll do it himself. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Grant behind the line. It's Pena. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. But this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
They're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these.
Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in on the right. Lots of running room.
This game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing.
The extra point is good. And now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Bringing the heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. To the air on 1st down. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's